Good day, doodlers, welcome to Draw Cartoons. If you want to learn how to draw the fast and easy way, this is the place to be. We're going to be looking at how to draw the unmistakably adorable Baby Yoda from the Mandalorian today. Thanks for the suggestion, friend. This one is fairly quick and easy, so make sure you watch the whole video. As always, you'll need a pencil, paper, an eraser, and a Sharpie to go over your sketch. Let's go! Let's get started. But first, if you want to learn to draw the fast and easy way, make sure you subscribe to the channel and ring that bell. Let's begin! Now, as we usually do, we want to start with a circle for the head. This circle is going to be a little bit wider than it is tall. So just starting with lots of small strokes with my pencil here, just kind of building up this shape. It doesn't have to be perfect because it is just a guideline. And once you've drawn that kind of weird, almost like a wide lemon shape going on there, you want to bring a line right down the middle of it, essentially cutting it in half, and then go to about here. This is roughly another head in height. And that's going to be where the floor is. So if you just draw a line from left to right like this, like we usually do, just to mark where the floor is, where our character is going to be standing. Underneath, well, just over that line and underneath the head, just draw a line either side here for the thickness of the body, just get that all planned out, and now you know that the torso is not going to be any wider than these lines. Up at the top we're going to draw a small cuff, and that's just going to be a little semicircle kind of shape just sitting underneath the head but sitting on top of that torso. And that's the kind of scarf, the kind of thing that sits around Baby Yoda's neck, so we'll add all the details to that later. We're just kind of building up some shapes for now. Either side of the torso we're going to draw a small triangle that just kind of comes out right underneath that scarf but then goes back into the body much higher than the feet are, like way before we reach the feet. Okay, so with all those shapes kind of built up now, we can start to add in the details. So let's start with the face. Now either side of the face obviously we've got a big eye, a big black eye. So we'll start by drawing a nice big curve on this side of the head for the top of the eye, but then a much flatter curve for the bottom of the eye. So we end up with this very unique kind of petal shape going on here. Try and get a slight point here for the inner eye if you can. If you can't, don't worry about it, but it is just like a nice little feature for the inner eye. It gives it like a little bit more realism, I guess. So a flatter curve for the bottom of the eye here, and then up and over, nice tall curve, very rounded like that for the other eye. Try and get these eyes as similar in size as you can. We're just going to add a small circle on each eye, maybe a small couple of circles, and that's some shine, that's some light bouncing off the eyes. Next up are those huge ears, so either side of the head you can really kind of go over the top with this, with it being a cartoon after all. Nice big kind of almost like a triangular shape coming out here, but not really. Just kind of got a point at the end, that's the most important part. And then for the details of this ear, just going to draw a small inner ear here following along the top of this lobe here. And then a small bit of the inner ear, you can just kind of taper that off like that. If you want, you can add a couple of curves for the inner ear, just here. And there you go, and we need to do this, but on this side. So you're going to have to do this again, over here, especially if you're drawing in from this kind of face-on angle like I am. And then curve it down, and make sure that goes pretty much under the eyes. Like if I just draw a line, don't draw this, but if I draw a line from one side to the other, you can see this goes right under the eye. It's going to go more or less where the nose is. So that's more or less where you want to draw this lower lobe to make sure it's got a good size to it. So the upper lobe again, just kind of following the shape along here, give it a little bit of a flick at the end, and then a lower lobe down here, and then a couple of curves for the inner ear. Now a couple of folds on the forehead. You can draw these very lightly, or you don't have to draw them at all really if you don't want to, but they are on the character, so we're going to stick with the reference material here. We'll draw a small curve here for the nose, and then right under that, a very small smile. Don't draw that mouth too big, because what we need to draw next requires the mouth to be fairly small. So either side of the mouth, we want to draw a small kind of fold of skin that goes down under the cheek like this on both sides. And when you've done that, we'll draw a small curve here for the chin. And we'll add a couple more folds here, just in between the eyes. And there we go, so the face is pretty much done at this point, so we're going to add some detail to the clothing. Now, this kind of scarfy bit, we can draw here a bit of a curve that goes round and under, and then goes back to our guideline, just to kind of show how it folds together. And then around this, we're just going to kind of make it all knobbly and bumpy, because that's the kind of material that it's made out of. It's a very kind of warm looking material, and it's very kind of bumpy in nature. So we'll just add a few wiggles to the outside of this, maybe a few inside, because why not? Maybe a few here where it goes near the head. There we go. Now we'll add another line here just to kind of show where the robe folds. Just simple like that, just a line that goes all the way down to the bottom. And then here for the sleeves, we need to basically do the same as we did with the kind of scarf looking thing here, this cuff. So a few wiggles as we go around, up and over, just kind of alternating your strokes. Need to do it on this side as well, near the end of that sleeve. Okay, maybe a few inside as well, why not? And now for the hands. Now all we have to do is draw a single finger here, poking out, and then a small, thicker thumb just underneath it like that. And we'll do the same on the other side. Small thumb there, and a finger just kind of poking out. If you really want to, you can add the other finger just kind of hiding behind there, if you can see that. I'll do it on this side as well. And there we go, your sketch of Baby Yoda is done. That was pretty quick. So grab your Sharpie, go over all the lines you want to keep, which doesn't mean these guidelines here. You don't want to keep these guidelines here. But all the rest of the lines, over here and around here, all those are keepers, so go over it with a Sharpie, and if you want, grab some crayons or watercolors or whatever else you want to color it in with, and you'll have your very own awesome drawing of Baby Yoda from the Mandalorian. Looking as cute as ever. How did your Baby Yoda turn out? I'd love to see all of your drawings over on the Draw Cartoons Discord. You can share any drawings, tips and video ideas whenever you want, and absolutely everyone is welcome. Just scroll down, hit that Discord link down there, and if you need to, make a Discord account too. They're free and they're quick to make. And that's it. Welcome to the Discord Doodlers. By the way, who was the cutest Star Wars character before Baby Yoda turned up? Porgs? BB-8? Ewoks? Let me know your opinion in the comments down below. Thanks for watching. Make sure you drop me a like and subscribe if you want to keep learning to draw the fast and easy way. Until next time.